Hello and welcome back to Shattered Dice Plays the Hunters A.D. 1492, and this is part 2 where we will be doing all of our town phase and travel phase and seeing if there is any interesting choices for us to make. So last time we were instructed to put card S72 face up on location 04. So it's not map 04, it's location 04, so for that we will need our settlement area. And location 4 is the executioner's inn. So, now if you remember, we are still in Penzberg. We haven't gone anywhere, so we can actually have Freidrich and Wilhelm start anywhere we want. And this hasn't increased our days either. So we can just resolve this straight away. So, despite the dim interior of the main hall, you spot Peter sipping ale at one of the tables. When you enter, he doesn't even turn, but makes a barely visible gesture, encouraging you to join him. So storybook 44.07. So let's have a look at 44.07.
I knew I could count on you. You could say that I have this gift, or maybe it's a gut feeling. I can immediately recognise good men when I see them, and I liked you the moment I saw you. But Fox is no coward, I must admit. Fortunately, I have a trusted man in his gang. That's how I know he wants to retaliate and gain a better bargaining position. He's planning to beat up my peddlers working at the fish market. If you help me again, I might consider letting you join my organisation for good. No one stays young forever after all, and I care for all those loyal to me. I don't let anyone die on the street just because they're old, or, God's help, crippled, or worse. Each hero gains 3 ducats. Ooh, you gain the marker Peter's Friends. Interesting. Okay, so we each get 3 ducats, putting both Wilhelm and Freidrich on 5 ducats each. Yeah, that was definitely worth doing. And then we place story 73 face up on location 6 with the time marker in 3 days. So we can get rid of this one. And then S73, it says it goes face up, but it's a time marker of 3 days. So we could look at it now, but we're not gonna. We're gonna wait 3 days for that. So I'm gonna need to make a note of that on my campaign sheet. We did talk about time tokens last time, and I weren't too sure how they worked. So I can show you now how these time tokens work. What it is, we get our caravan board, and as we can see here, we're currently on day 6. And then these are our time tokens. So these get placed on the appropriate day, like this. So event A is going to be the feast. So we're going to put that on there. Now as it happens, S73 was also in 3 days. So we're going to take time token B, and that's going to go on the same space. And that is how time tokens work. So we are done with the caravan for now. So we have just made ourselves some more money, but I think we are going to head out on another quest. So we have S08 down here, and we have S09 up here. So if you remember, we had these 2 side quests available to us, and they were the public works and the caravan. So we've got the caravan. Herr Johann Wolf, a noble merchant, is seeking guards for one of his caravans loaded high with barrels full of exquisite ale from his local brewery, from there up to Wasserburg. Those interested are welcome in Herr Wolf's office on the Brewer's Street. And our reward for that, if we do get to look at the back, would be 4 ducats each, which is a nice little chunk of change. And then we also have public works. Herr Wilhelm Roben, overseeing public works, fortification and towers, shall hire workers for the repair of the western wall. Any volunteers who are able-bodied and good at masonry are tasked to come down to the cobbler's tower.
Now, reward for that would be each will get 1 ducat for each day. Okay, so that's a timed thing. So I'm guessing we can do this for a length of time. Okay, so this caravan, the reward is too good, of 4 ducats each. So I think that is going to be our next quest. But just before we do that, so I don't know if we have to get the executioners in to actually begin the job, but I'm going to assume maybe we do. So what we're actually going to do, before we do that, because we are both very heavily injured, we are going to head down to location 5, the medic. And so because we're moving, we need to see if we get a town event, and that's the wrong die. And we don't, so we move there freely. So for 1 gold, or 1 ducat, we can heal up to 1 damage. So each of us, both Wilhelm and Freidrich, are going to spend 2 ducats each to heal 4 damage. So unfortunately that drops our cash supply back down to 3 each. But 1, 2, 3, 4. It puts us both on 5 health, so we'll be in a bit better condition for the next quest. And then we're going to head to the Executioner's Inn so we can start that caravan quest. So we have to move again. And we still don't get a city event, so that's good. Alright, so we're going to do this one. And we need to read 701 in the Tome of Tales.
7.01. Herr Wolf's brewery looks impressive. A bunch of workers, busy rolling barrels and loading wagons, completely fill the courtyard. You're surrounded by noise, unable to gather your thoughts. You look around hopelessly. Fortunately, a huge fat man with large shiny rings on his sausage-like fingers approaches you. Welcome, welcome to my humble home. We have already sent all our men with the transports heading away from the town, and our production is increasing day by day. You might say that we sell more than we can produce. Every good man, from the Vistula River to the Danube, wants to drink the best ale. That means our ale, of course. Don't you think? Have you ever drunk anything better? Okay, so we have a choice now. So A, everyone knows that your ale is the dream of every drunkard around. B, your local ale is delicious, but when we visited Ulm, we drank ale that had a heavenly taste. Or C, ale is ale. We would guard barrels with cow piss if we got paid for it. We're not here to discuss what crap you put in your mouth. Okay, so I could leave off here and let you guys make this decision, and as funny as it would be to tell him his ale tastes like cow piss, I know that's what you'd all vote for, because it's really funny, but it doesn't seem like a wise thing to do. So I'm not going to trust you guys on this one. I'm sure if that last quest was anything to go by, we will have more options, more choices up ahead. So we're gonna try flattering him, and we're gonna tell him everyone knows that your ale is the dream of every drunkard around, and we go to 7.02. So 7.02. Any hero tests brain 2. Right, so it's any hero, so I get to pick. Right, since we have Freidrich with us, who already has a level 2 in his brain, we can just pick him and we don't even need to roll the die, because there's no way for it to be reduced below 2. So that gives us a pass. Oh yes, I love the sound of flattery. You can leave now. The wagons are almost ready, and here are a few coins to make sure you've got everything you need for the task. Each hero gains 1 ducat. So A, you leave immediately. B, you want to make some final preparations.
place S029 face up on L06. Right, well, we're going to leave immediately because I don't have money or anything to buy anything for more final preparations, so we're just going to go to 7.07. When you're about to visit a nearby stall to get some food for the trip, an unremarkable young man approaches you. Wait a moment. I have a message from my lady. She sends her regards and wishes to express her respect for your work. She'd also like to reward ye for your everyday toil and sacrifice for our people. But simple words are hardly enough. She's willing to show her gratitude with a pouch full of gold. Ye just need to indulge her request. Here's a vial. With that, he hands you a small glass bottle full of a reddish fluid. Simply add a few drops to each barrel from the wagon, and the gold is yours. What say ye? Okay, so we have another choice here. What's in vial? Or, we're not interested. Nah, we'll better be off, so no one sees us together. Time for you to go. Okay, again, I could leave this off here, but I am really curious about this vial. And if we don't ask him about it, then I think we'll just go straight on to the quest. So we're going to go to 7.09 and ask him what's in the vial, and then hopefully make our choice from there. 7.09. It's no poison. Gods protect. My lady simply wishes to make the ale less tasty than usual. If ye agree, take the vial. Once you're back, we will meet again, and you'll get the reward. Promised additional pay, 2 ducats for each hero. That makes that very tempting. Although, whether it actually is poison or not, who knows. But he could just be a rival ale seller. So, okay, this one I think I probably will put a poll up for. So we have choice A. We'll fulfill your lady's request. Let us meet when we return. Or B. We're not interested. Tell your lady that we're thankful for her offer. If we ever pursue careers as poisoners, we'll visit her home to offer our services. Right, so that's where we're going to end this one, guys. So I'm going to put up a poll, and I want you guys to tell me, are we going to potentially poison this ale, or are we going to not do that and see where things lead? So let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you are enjoying this series. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. And I will see you in the next one.